In the far reaches of the galaxy lies Novus Terra, a human colony nestled on the edge of known space. To most alien civilizations and even many humans, Novus Terra is nothing more than a backwater settlement, an insignificant speck on the galactic map. It's often dismissed as a fragile, primitive outpost where humans barely eke out an existence, clinging to survival in a hostile environment. This perception is exactly what the colony's inhabitants want others to believe. Novus Terra's landscape is harsh and unforgiving, a planet scarred by ancient volcanic activity, with jagged mountain ranges, vast deserts, and dense, misty forests. The colony itself is modest, a cluster of domed habitats, industrial facilities, and scientific outposts scattered across a sprawling valley. The colonists go about their daily lives, mining rare minerals, cultivating hardy crops, and maintaining communications with Earth and the galactic community. To an outside observer, it looks like a typical frontier settlement struggling to hold its own. The story opens with Commander Leora Vex, the colony's leader. Leora is a calm, authoritative figure, carrying an air of quiet confidence that contrasts with the colony's humble exterior. She understands the fragile political balance in the galaxy and knows that many alien species consider humans weak and unworthy of respect. Her role is not only to govern, but also to prepare for the inevitable moment when the galaxy's disdain turns to hostility. Despite the calm surface, Leora's command center is a hive of activity. Deep beneath the settlement, hidden from any casual observer or remote scanner, lies a vast network of underground facilities. These secret complexes house advanced technology, experimental weapons, and training grounds, humanity's best-kept secret. The colony is a facade masking decades of preparation and innovation. One night, strange signals ripple through the colony's communications grid, enigmatic transmissions that don't match any known language or pattern. The scientific teams scramble to decode them, while the military quietly heightens security. The signals hint at an intelligence lurking beyond normal detection, suggesting that Novus Terra's isolation is an illusion. Unknown observers may be watching, waiting. Outside Novus Terra, alien fleets continue their routine patrols, barely paying attention to what they assume is an unremarkable human settlement. Several alien factions, from the cold, calculating Threxians to the arrogant Zarnak traders, regard humans with contempt. Primitive earthlings clinging to a dust ball they whisper in their councils. The colony's existence is a curiosity at best, a joke at worst. But Leora knows better. She has spent years quietly building alliances with underground human factions scattered across the galaxy, smugglers, scientists, ex-military operatives who believe in humanity's potential to rise beyond the contempt and mockery. The colony is a linchpin in a grander plan, one that will soon shake the galaxy to its core. As the chapter closes, a covert scout ship from a nearby alien empire attempts a close reconnaissance of Novus Terra. The ship breaches the colony's outer defenses, expecting an easy mission. Instead, it triggers hidden sensors and defensive protocols. The quiet outpost erupts with unexpected force, sending the scout ship fleeing with heavy damage. The aliens are shocked. This was no ordinary colony. Something far more dangerous has been hidden in plain sight. This opening part sets the stage for a story about underestimation and hidden power. The galaxy thinks Novus Terra is just a simple colony, but beneath its surface, humanity has prepared for war. The seeds of an endless armada are planted here, waiting for the right moment to rise. While Novus Terra presents itself as a modest human colony on the galactic frontier, the truth beneath its surface is far more formidable and unsettling. As alien powers casually dismiss the colony as inconsequential, a massive secret hides deep underground, one that could shift the balance of power in the galaxy forever. Beneath the unassuming domes and mining outposts lies an immense, highly advanced military complex. This hidden facility was constructed over decades, shielded from scans and prying eyes by layers of technology and stealth design. It is humanity's silent fortress, a clandestine base equipped with cutting-edge weapons, shipyards, research, labs, and training centers. This is the true heart of Novus Terra, invisible to the galaxy but brimming with lethal potential. Commander Leora Vex leads this hidden force. Unlike the colony's public face, which focuses on survival and diplomacy, Leora commands an elite group of soldiers, engineers, and strategists who have been preparing for a conflict the galaxy refuses to see coming. Her leadership is precise, her discipline unyielding. Every day, drills simulate battles against overwhelming alien fleets, honing human soldiers and AI-controlled war machines for the grim fight ahead. The existence of this underground bastion is a tightly held secret. Only the highest-ranking officials in the Galactic Confederation have vague suspicions, dismissed as paranoia or conspiracy theories. Meanwhile, human intelligence networks across the galaxy feed continuous information to Novus Terra, ensuring the colony stays several steps ahead of potential threats. The tension escalates when alien scouts, curious and skeptical of rumors about the colony, dispatch a covert reconnaissance mission. They believe the colony's defenses will crumble under their advanced technology. Yet, the moment the alien ships breach the colony's perimeter, they activate hidden detection systems that sweep the surrounding space and surface with unmatched precision. Suddenly, the scouts find themselves under fire. Automated turrets emerge. From camouflaged positions, drones swarm their ships and electronic countermeasures disrupt their sensors. The alien vessels, expecting a defenseless outpost, are forced into a hasty retreat, their losses heavier than anticipated. This display sends a shockwave through the alien leadership, who scramble to reassess their underestimated foe. This encounter is more than just a tactical victory. It signals the awakening of humanity's covert power. News of the failed reconnaissance quickly spreads among alien governments, stirring fear and suspicion. The galaxy's complacency about the human colony shatters as it dawns on them that the settlement is a fortress, and worse, possibly a launching point for something far greater. Meanwhile, within Novus Terra, the colonists themselves remain, largely unaware of the full extent of the secret beneath their feet. Civilians go about their daily lives, unaware that their homes are built atop a burgeoning war machine. Some of the colony's scientists and engineers, though, know fragments of the truth, caught between loyalty to the colony and the ethical questions raised by their secretive work. Amid the growing external threat, Commander Vex tightens security and accelerates preparations. The military complex is a hive of activity. Shipyards construct sleek, formidable warships, research teams finalize experimental weapons, and special ops units train in zero-gravity combat and electronic warfare. Every corner of the facility hums with urgency. The story intensifies as alien powers realize that what they mistook for a colony is a shadow beneath the galaxy's gaze, an incubator of humanity's endless armada. They face a choice: to continue, underestimating this hidden power, or prepare for the storm that is fast approaching. Part 2 reveals the stark contrast between appearance and reality. The quiet colony is a deceptive facade masking a lethal secret, forcing the galaxy to confront the fact that humanity's rise is not just survival, it is a calculated, unstoppable force ready to reshape the cosmic order. The quiet tension surrounding Novus Terra shatters violently as the alien coalition, shaken by the failed reconnaissance mission, decides to take decisive action. What had once been a distant, unimportant colony is now viewed as a looming threat, one that must be eliminated before humanity can fully reveal its true strength. The coalition, composed of powerful species including the warlike Threxians, the technologically advanced Zarnak, and the cunning Vexari diplomats, unites under a fragile alliance to launch a preemptive strike. The alien Armada, vast and imposing, descends upon Novus Terra with overwhelming firepower. Their fleets are a formidable force, bristling with advanced weaponry and elite soldiers. Their commanders believe that this assault will crush the human colony swiftly, extinguishing any threat before it can rise. The stage is set for a confrontation that will decide not only the fate of the colony, but potentially shift the galactic balance. As the alien fleets approach, Commander Leora Vex remains composed. For years, she and her team have prepared for this moment. The underground military complex beneath Novus Terra bursts into action, springing its full defensive capabilities. Hidden turrets, missile batteries, and shield generators activate simultaneously, turning the colony from a peaceful outpost into a fortress, bristling with lethal precision. Human pilots scramble into sleek, agile fighters designed for both atmospheric and space combat. Squadrons coordinate seamlessly, employing tactics honed in simulated battles that outmatch the aliens' more rigid strategies. Their ships are equipped with adaptive AI that anticipates enemy maneuvers, giving humans a crucial edge despite being outnumbered. The alien Armada unleashes its might, bombarding the colony's surface and orbital defenses. However, every strike is met with fierce resistance. Human forces use guerrilla tactics, disappearing into asteroid fields, launching surprise counterattacks, and using electronic warfare to disrupt enemy targeting systems. The aliens suffer unexpectedly heavy losses, their confidence shaken. Beneath, the surface research teams deploy experimental weapons, plasma cannons, nanite swarms, and energy shields powered by newly discovered quantum cores. These technologies turn the tide of battle, revealing the true scale of humanity's secret. The colony is not just defending itself, it is delivering a decisive counterstrike that cripples the attackers' command ships and supply lines. Amid the chaos, Commander Vex coordinates operations with calm precision. Her voice, steady and unwavering, guides her forces through the storm. She sends a powerful transmission across the galaxy. This is only the beginning. The message is both a warning and a declaration. Humanity will no longer be underestimated or ignored. The alien coalition reels from the unexpected resistance. Their commanders argue over tactics and blame each other for underestimating the humans. Political factions within the coalition begin to fracture, distrust growing as the reality sinks in. Humanity is a force that refuses to be subdued. Back on Novus Terra, the colony's civilians watch the sky light up with explosions and the thunder of distant battles. Fear and hope mix in their hearts. Many realize that the fragile peace they once knew has ended. The colony is now a beacon of human resilience and defiance in a hostile galaxy. The first strike ends not with a decisive victory, but with a stalemate. Both sides suffer losses, but the message is clear. Humanity's hidden power has been revealed, and the galaxy can no longer treat Novus Terra as a mere colony. The war for the future has begun. The galaxy's assumption that Novus Terra was merely a small, vulnerable colony is shattered completely. The alien coalition, still reeling from the failed assault, faces a new and terrifying reality. Humanity's true military might has been concealed, waiting patiently beneath the surface, ready to awaken. Commander Leora Vex, in the aftermath of the initial conflict, issues a strategic order that shifts the entire balance of power. The underground facilities of Novus Terra spring to life like a sleeping giant stirring from a long slumber. Hidden jump gates and shipyards, previously dormant and secret, begin operating at full capacity. The sprawling cavernous docks that stretch miles beneath the surface start producing sleek, powerful warships that have been quietly built and stored for years. This is the core of humanity's endless armada, an overwhelming fleet of starships ranging from nimble fighters to colossal battleships armed with devastating weaponry and advanced defense systems. These vessels are designed not only for combat, but for rapid deployment and sustained war across the galaxy's most hostile regions. The Armada's emergence is swift and coordinated. One by one, the ships slip through hidden jump gates, streaming into orbit and beyond. Their formation is precise, a testament to human strategic planning and technological mastery. The fleet moves with a speed and efficiency that shocks even the most seasoned alien commanders. Where once there was only a single colony, now there is an unstoppable force spreading through nearby star systems. Humanity's strategy is not just defense, it is offensive and transformative. The Armada targets critical alien supply routes, communication relays, and fleet staging areas. Each strike is surgical and overwhelming, crippling enemy capabilities before they can mount effective resistance. The human forces employ novel tactics that combine stealth, overwhelming firepower, and electronic warfare, disabling enemy sensors and jamming their coordination. The galaxy watches in awe and fear as this relentless human fleet dismantles the carefully constructed power structures of the alien coalition. Formerly complacent governments realize that the humans have not only defended themselves, but have entered a phase of expansion and domination that they cannot ignore. Meanwhile, the political ripple effects are profound. Alliances begin to fracture, under pressure, with some alien factions seeking peace treaties and others doubling down on military escalation. Secret negotiations attempt to stall humanity's advance, but Commander Vex remains resolute, unwilling to accept anything less than a new order where humanity is respected and feared. Behind the scenes, Novus Terra's population transforms as well. The colony's citizens, once wary and uncertain, take pride in their role as the cradle of humanity's resurgence. Training programs expand, new recruits flood in, and the colony becomes a vibrant hub of military and scientific innovation. Amid this upheaval, rumors circulate of other hidden human strongholds scattered across the galaxy, fortresses and shipyards waiting to awaken if the need arises. The idea that humanity's armada is truly endless begins to take hold, striking dread into the hearts of alien leaders. Commander Vex addresses her forces and broadcasts a clear message to the galaxy. Humanity's time of quiet survival is over. The endless armada is awake, and its mission is clear: to secure humanity's place among the stars and to ensure that no one ever underestimates them again. Part 4 is a pivotal moment in the story. It marks the transition from hidden strength to open power, from survival to aggressive expansion. The awakening of the Armada signals that the galaxy will never be the same, and humanity is ready to claim its destiny as a dominant force. With humanity's endless Armada fully awakened and streaming across the galaxy, the tide of the conflict shifts dramatically. No longer confined to defensive maneuvers or isolated skirmishes, human forces now take the fight directly to the heart of the alien coalition. What once seemed like an underpowered colony has become the spearhead of a relentless offensive, and the galaxy's dominant species are forced to respond to a new, overwhelming threat. Commander Leora Vex stands at the helm of this turning point. Her leadership, honed through years of preparation and covert operations, now guides the Armada's coordinated campaigns. Under her direction, the human fleet leverages cutting-edge technology, tactical innovation, and the unyielding spirit of its crews to systematically dismantle the coalition's strategic infrastructure. The human forces launch a series of targeted assaults on key alien strongholds. These strikes focus on crippling supply lines, destroying communication hubs, and sabotaging military production facilities. The pace is relentless. Small, highly mobile human squadrons strike swiftly, then vanish into the shadows of space. Larger battleships provide overwhelming fire support, deploying devastating weaponry that overwhelms enemy defenses. A critical aspect of this campaign is the use of asymmetric warfare. Humans exploit their deep knowledge of alien tactics and technology, adapting quickly and unpredictably. Electronic warfare units infiltrate enemy networks, sowing chaos and misinformation. Drones swarm over battlefields, disrupting alien ground forces and reconnaissance. This flexible, adaptive style contrasts sharply with the more rigid strategies favored by the alien coalition, giving humanity a decisive edge. The alien coalition, once confident in its superiority, now grapples with internal dissent and paranoia. Their commanders clash over strategy and blame each other for underestimating humanity's resolve and resources. Some factions push for desperate peace talks, while others double down on aggressive retaliation. The fragile alliance begins to fracture, as old rivalries and distrust resurface under the pressure of defeat. Amid these upheavals, a symbolic battle emerges as a turning point. The siege of Kaldar Prime, a major industrial world and logistics hub for the alien coalition. The Armada launches a full-scale assault combining orbital bombardment, ground invasions, and cyber warfare. Despite fierce resistance, human forces breach the planet's defenses, capturing critical facilities and crippling the coalition's capacity to sustain its war effort. The victory at Kaldar Prime galvanizes humanity's forces and shakes the confidence of their enemies. The battle becomes a rallying cry, inspiring colonies and isolated human factions throughout the galaxy to rise up and join the fight. The idea that humanity is an unstoppable tide grows stronger with every victory. Back. On Novus Terra, the colony is transformed from a hidden bastion into a symbol of human resurgence. Civilians support the war effort through engineering, medicine, and logistics, while soldiers and pilots prepare for the next phase of the conflict. Commander Vex's vision of a united, formidable humanity is becoming reality. Despite the grim reality of war, the human leadership remains committed to a long-term goal. Not just victory, but the establishment of a galactic order where humanity commands respect and security. Commander Vex begins to outline plans for diplomatic outreach and reconstruction efforts that will follow the military campaign. Part 5 highlights a dramatic shift in the story's momentum. Humanity is no longer defending. It is conquering and reshaping the galaxy's political landscape. The tide has turned, and the question is no longer if humanity will survive, but how it will rule. After a relentless and brutal campaign that shook the foundations of the galaxy, humanity stands on the precipice of a new era. The endless Armada, once a secret buried beneath the surface of a dismissed colony, has reshaped the balance of power. The alien coalition that once scorned humanity is fractured, humbled, and forced to reckon with the rise of a new dominant force. Commander Leora. Vex watches from the bridge of the flagship Sentinel's Wrath as the last pockets of resistance fall across strategic star systems. The war is nearing its conclusion, not with an overwhelming annihilation of the alien races, but with a hard-fought peace treaty that recognizes humanity's sovereignty and power. It is a testament to the endurance, strategy, and unity of a EA species that refuse to be underestimated. The new galactic order emerging from the ashes of war is fragile but promising. Humanity's rise has ignited hope and fear in equal measure, sparking debate and upheaval in political councils and star chambers throughout the galaxy. Many alien factions now seek to ally with humanity, hoping to share in the security and prosperity promised by the new regime. Others plot resistance, unwilling to accept the shift in power. On Novus Terra, the colony has transformed into a bustling capital of the human dominion. Its once hidden shipyards and military complexes now serve as the nerve center for administration, diplomacy, and defense. Citizens take pride in their role in humanity's ascendance, their lives forever changed by the tumultuous events that forged this new epoch. Commander Vex, hailed as a hero and visionary, begins transitioning from wartime leader to stateswoman. Her focus shifts toward consolidating the gains of war, establishing governance structures, promoting interstellar trade, and rebuilding devastated systems. She knows that military might alone cannot secure lasting peace. Diplomacy, cultural exchange, and economic growth are essential pillars of the human dominion's future. Amid the transition, the story explores the complex consequences of humanity's meteoric rise. The scars of war linger. Destroyed worlds, displaced populations, and fractured societies must be healed. Questions arise about how to balance power and justice, how to integrate diverse cultures into a cohesive whole, and how to prevent the arrogance that once led others to underestimate humanity. One poignant subplot centers on the civilians and soldiers who lived through the war's darkest days. Stories of sacrifice, loss, and resilience humanize the grand political narrative, reminding readers that behind every fleet and battlefield are individuals with hopes, fears, and dreams. Their struggles shape the moral compass of the emerging human dominion. The alien coalition's remnants retreat to the Outer Rim, plotting their future amid shattered alliances. Some factions advocate reconciliation, while others nurture seeds of rebellion, promising that humanity's dominance will not go unchallenged. This lingering tension sets the stage for future conflicts and uneasy peace. The final scenes emphasize hope and renewal. New colonies are established on worlds once ravaged by war. Scientific breakthroughs flourish, and interstellar communication networks connect distant civilizations. The galaxy, forever changed, begins to heal and evolve under the watchful eyes of the human dominion. In the closing moments, Commander Vex delivers a stirring address to the Galactic Assembly, affirming humanity's commitment to peace, progress, and mutual respect. Her words echo the journey from obscurity to power, and the enduring spirit that drove humanity to rise against all odds. Part 6 concludes the epic saga with a powerful and satisfying resolution. It celebrates the dawn of a new era, one forged through struggle but illuminated by hope, and leaves the door open for new stories in a galaxy forever changed by the endless Armada humanity unleashed.